কলকাতার ন্যাশনাল ফিনান্সিয়াল লিটারেসি কুইজে তরুণ মেধার মূল্যায়নে এনআইএসএম এবং সেবি আর্থিক বাজার এবং দায়িত্বশীল বিনিয়োগ সম্পর্কে সচেতনতা বৃদ্ধির উদ্যোগ।
Have a whole set of academic programs. So we do a postgraduate diploma in management. It's a 2-year AICT approved course. Then we do a LLM course with the Maharashtra National Law University in Mumbai. It's a 1-year LLM course. We do a postgraduate certificate course in investment management. And we do a whole set of online courses also. So that's our academic offerings. Other than our academic offerings, we also do a large number of management development programs for security market participants. So the MIIs like NSE, BSE, or the mutual funds, asset management companies, where their employees, we sort of do programs for them so that they get to know the latest developments in the securities market. The third very important thing that we do is we do certification. So we certify almost 5 lakh people every year, and anybody who wants to operate in the securities market business has to have an NISM certificate. So whether you're a mutual fund distributor, or you're a PMS distributor, or you're a portfolio manager, you need an NISM certificate. We have close to 30 certifications which are mandated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, and we prepare the content, conduct the examination, and certify those people. The fourth thing that we do is we do a whole host of e-learning programs and skill development programs. So we have got close to around 70 e-learning and skill development programs, which are basically to help people update their knowledge on the financial sector and the securities market ecosystem. And finally, we do investor education, and that's a very big part of what we do. Financial literacy and investor education is a big part of what we do, and this National Financial Literacy Quiz is part of our financial literacy effort. And there we do a large number of activities, but the National Financial Literacy Quiz specifically, this year we had almost 4,16,000 students giving this quiz. And out of those 4,16,000 students who gave this quiz, we have chosen the best teams. And 20 teams in each region. We have 6 regions which we have broken it into. So we have 20 teams from each region that went into the regional rounds, and from there we will select people to go to the final round, which will be at our South campus. And the whole idea is that people learn. Financial literacy is now is a life skill. Without financial literacy, people cannot manage. And the main reason that there is lack of financial literacy in this country is one of the reasons why people are not able to invest in the right places. They fall victim to frauds, and we are reading that every day in the newspaper. So we need this financial literacy as a life skill, and this is one of the major efforts that we are doing. But we do a whole host of other activities also as part of our investor awareness and financial literacy. So we do on the ground programs where we have our resource persons who go down to different areas across this country. We operate in almost 600 districts in this country. So we have resource persons in 600 of the 800 districts now, and they go on the ground and do programs with the community itself, make them understand the financial literacy, what is it all about. And then we do a lot of programs with the higher education ecosystem. So we have memorandums of agreements with almost 1,000 colleges across this country, colleges and universities. And we go and talk to their students. We help them, qualify for these examinations. We do faculty development programs for their faculty so that those people who teach, commerce and finance, etc., are able to understand the markets better. We familiarize them with careers in the securities market. So we do a whole host of programs like that, and we also do digital programs because today a lot of content is consumed digitally. So we have a series of master classes which we do. We have done 35 master classes till now. The total viewership is over 1 crore in that. Similarly, we do webinars. We have done, we do close to around 100 webinars every year, where we deal with different topics. So we do a lot of other investor education activities also, NFQ being one of them. So that's broadly the intent. And I think the intent very simply is that, India में क्या होता है कि access आसान हो गया. So today you have access to financial markets. 90% of adult Indians have got bank accounts. But if you go behind that access, the two important things is financial education and financial literacy. So financial education is about people knowing, what are the various instruments, what is a mutual fund, what is the power of compounding, how all that works. And once you have got that financial education, how do you apply that to real life? That is what financial literacy is about. तो वो दोनों भी इम्पोर्टेंट है बिकॉज एक्सेस तो एक ही चीज होता है एक्सेस तो आजकल तो बड़ा आसान है क्योंकि everything is digital. You can open a demat account online. You can open a mutual fund account online. You have this Jandan account. Everybody's got a bank account. But you need to understand, how do you invest that money? And if you want to invest that money, what are the instruments you should invest in? And that's, I think, what we are more concerned about at this point in time, is why we do all these kind of programs. So broadly, that's the background of this particular event, and I think we do hope that we get more and more people. And the other important thing is that as part of the larger ecosystem, the Securities and Exchange Board of India is also coming up with something called Project Jagruk, which our chairman has been sort of talking about over the last couple of months, where a combined effort of the market infrastructure institutions like NSE, BSE, CDSL, NSDL, and AMFI, NISM, and SEBI, they all come together and we'll do a combined effort to push financial literacy. So I think financial literacy is now one of the most important things that is important that is required for this country, especially with the younger generation wanting to take more risks, so they have to have a better understanding. ये derivatives क्या है, ये mutual funds क्या है. Unless they know that, the idea is that they may not make the right decisions. So broadly, that's the sort of intent of these kind of